Well, Joe, summer is here and it's getting hot outside and people are spending more time outdoors. If you're in a situation where you want to see more wildlife on your property, more habitat, right?
Habitat is the biggest limiting factor.
Habitat and food source. And unfortunately, as nice as people want to think that their yard looks, this doesn't provide any of that, does it?
Mow less. You know, there's things you can do to improve the components of habitat, and then there's simple things that you can do just by simply mowing less.
And gas is really expensive.
Gas is really expensive.
Unless it's an area that you're using, you want a place to throw a ball with the kids, and you kind of get that. But if you want to see more wildlife, put the mower up for a couple months at a time and see what you get. You might be surprised.
That's absolutely the truth. And a tall, weedy field has lots of value, not just from wildlife, but pollinators, lots of insects. You know, we're looking at, the monarch butterfly potentially being listed as an endangered species. Allowing milkweeds and other nectar sources to grow, is going to provide great habitat for them as well.
Well, we're not talking about people's neighborhoods and their houses and telling people to quit mowing their front yards. That's not what this is about. But if you own a little more property, this is what it takes, right?
Yes. Right now, we're in the middle of June. It's a peak of fawn drop. They don't move for the first 6 or 8 hours. They lay in one place. Those guys get chopped up by a mower.
When you're talking about eggs for birds and baby rabbits and quail and deer,
it happens.
It happens
every time.
If you run a mower very much, you're gonna see it. It's definitely happening.
Here you've got cover. You've got some shade. If you're a nest of quail, young chicks just hatching, if you're out here in this open, you're subject to predation. You're subject to the elements, whether that be rain or sun. In here, you've got some shade. You've got a temperature gradient. You've got moisture on the ground, and you've got insects to feed on. So once they start moving and foraging, there's lots of good stuff for them.
So I appreciate you coming out and telling us today a little bit about how quickly you may see the benefits of not mowing versus mowing. Not only in your pocketbook, not only in your time, but also in the amount of wildlife you get to see.
That's a fact.